Raider Nation, what's going on? Let's get into business here and talk about a subject that always gets talked about every single year. Now that this 2025 schedule has just been released. Now, everybody always gives the Raiders so much crap about the ratio to the home field team to the away team, right? What a lot of people don't understand, and which I try to explain to people. I've been to these games, right? And I say a lot of times it can be like 60-40, around there, kind of close, you know, sometimes close to 50-50, but it just varies, right? Now, I'm going to put it like this. Vegas is a transit town, right? It's a tourist town as well, right? So it's not like the Golden Knights where they just created their own team and brought them to Vegas, right? So everybody can jump on that because if they're hockey fans, they say, hey, it's the home team, right? So Raiders came from SoCal, right? Oakland, they came here. So you already had diehard fans that were Raider fans, rather you LA, Oakland, or rather you a new fan to Vegas, right? Or even, you know, a lot of people not going to jump and leave their team to be fans of another team. It's just kind of like something you don't do, right? And a lot of people don't understand the PSLs holders, and a lot of people who bought tickets for Allegiant Stadium and PSL holders aren't Raider fans, right? So what happens here in this scenario? A lot of times the games, they cost a lot. Vegas is a transit town where everybody's going to come here, right? So look at this schedule coming up, right? Everybody's talking about this Dallas game, right? So what's the ratio you think of that? Because everybody can sit there and say, oh, man, you know what? We got a chance to go to Vegas. Let's go ahead and book a trip to Vegas, right? And then everybody's going to come here, right? Not only that, a lot of the PSL holders aren't Raider fans, right? So they don't want to just sell them to Raider fans. They sell them to the opposing team. So they don't really care about what the ratio is there. Some people will only sell the tickets to Raider fans only, which I've heard as well. But most people who are PSL holders, I don't know the percentage, but a lot of them are not Raider fans. So they don't have a problem selling them for the profit because they know the seats are going to sell. They know, hey, you know, Vikings coming into town. Hey, you know what? Let's go make a trip. Chicago, hey, man, I got some family in Vegas, man. I can go stay with my family and go watch a game. Never seen Allegiant Stadium. You know, I've been to Arizona. I've been to games in San Diego. I've been to games in Oakland as well. And I've been to New York. You know what I'm saying? I've been to Chicago as well. You know what I mean? So I seen the Bears play. My dad's a Bears fan. So I went and seen them play. You know what I mean? I've seen the Raiders play in multiple different locations, right? So I see that scenario there. And the way it looks versus home in a way, you know what I mean? But the thing is, to me, like I said, Vegas gets so much crap for that. Like, oh, where's it at? You know, and it's funny that, you know, people say that because last year I was with one of my close friends. Or was it the year before? I think it was the year before. We played the Giants and we blew them out, man. And I was sitting there and we on the away side, right? You know, it really don't matter as long as you're there, right? We in the away side, and I'm sitting there, and he's like, oh, look around, man. He's like, this is like a home game, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, man. You know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot. I was on the away side, but the black hole was lit, and there was a lot of black in there. But it stands out because you see, you know, it was people wearing their blue jerseys, so you can see, like, yeah, okay. But we ended up blowing the brakes off of them, man. Blowing them out. And I was like, he left without even saying bye. I was like, oh, okay, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, it really don't matter, you know. And I know a lot of people, we always say, hey, let's go to games, let's go to games, but people don't want to drop the tickets, right? And I know it's pretty much one of the most expensive stadiums to visit. You know, Vegas is a transit town, and you got the hotels, you got this, you know what I mean? It's a lot of stuff to do, but that is like one of the things that people don't understand. You know, it's easy vacation spot for people, and a lot of people are not going to leave their team to support the home team if they live in Vegas. It's just not going to happen. I got a lot of friends that are diehard, you know, Dallas fans, 49er fans, and even fans of Green Bay. They're not going to be like, all right, you know what? Raiders is the home team now, man. I'm going to go ahead and rep the Raiders. It's just not going to happen that way. And that's what a lot of people don't fail to understand. I see people in all these groups, in these chats saying, man, don't sell tickets unless they're Raider fans. You know, only Raider fans only. But they want to make the money. You know what I mean? Like last year, I think the most expensive game, one of the most expensive games at Allegiant was the Steelers game. That game was going for like $600. You know what I'm saying? And why would you not? And I'm not a PSL holder, right? So, but most people want to make their money. It's a profit for them. So you want to make your money back with your PSL. You sell a couple games, maybe go to a couple games, maybe sell some friends a couple games, right? But they're in the business of making their money. That's what they bought it for. And you know, it's an opportunity. It's going to be the same thing with the A's when they come here. When the A's come into town, are you going to get Dodger fans that's going to turn over to be A's? No. You're not going to get any Yankees fans. You may convert a couple, but it's just not going to happen. So this is one of those underground like conversations that people always say, and it's always trending that, oh, the home team and this, and Raider fans didn't show up and they gave up. It's just nothing to do with that at all. Raider fans who are diehard Raider fans, I go to games every single year, and I've been traveled, I've seen them, you know what I mean, and I'm blessed to have them where they are, you know what I mean, and it's easy for me to get to the games, you know what I mean. And you know, my next location I want to check out is SoFi. I want to check a game out there. But then, like I said, when I try to go there, you know, ticket prices are ridiculous and crazy for some of the games that I want to go to. You know what I mean? So I got a friend over there, you know, and they're like, oh, yeah, you know, I'll give you this price. I'm like, bro, like, come on, man. Like, you give me the same prices online. I might as well just book. You know what I mean? But it just is what it is, man. But that's one of the conversations about the Raiders and the ratio of fans to home team and away team, you know, and that's just what it is, man. I mean, Vegas is a transit town, and you got a lot of people that come here. You got a lot of fans from other teams that, you know, are here, you know, and that's just what it is, man. But that's the topic. Let me know what you guys think, man. And I appreciate you guys for tapping in and watching. And if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. Stay blessed.